Hello students, I am Mrs. Prachi Kalpande from Pravin Patel College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. So in this video we will discuss about the experiment number 11, that is how to implement up counter using VHDL. So you can see here the VHDL code for synchronous up counter. So here you can see the entity name is source and the ports inputs are clock and reset are input ports, and count is in out port, as you can see here, which will act as input as well as output. And the architecture which we have used here is behavioral architecture model. So you can see if then statement is used. So as we know the concept of the counter, the initial state of the counter is actually 0 0 0. So therefore the count is assigned 0 0 0 initial state, and as the clock is given, as the clock is given, then the count will get the next value, that is 0 0 1. Then again if the clock is given, it will get the next value, that is 0 1 0, and so on. And when the last value of 3-bit counter, that is 111, is achieved, then it will again move to 0 0 0, and again the counting 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 will go on. So therefore here the count initial value is assigned as 0 0 0. Then the statement else if. So else if when clock is 1, then count is equal to count plus 1. So every time when the clock is given, the count value will increment by 1. So this is the VHDL code for synchronous up counter. Now we will see how we will check the output in VHDL. So here you can see the 3-bit up counter truth table. So here you can see the clock. So very important, one column is clock. So when first clock is given, that is 1, the output Q2, Q1, Q0 is 0 0 0. And when the second clock is given, the output states of output state is Q2, Q1, Q0 as 0 0 1, and so on. And as you can see, when the clock is 8th clock is given, the output is 1 1 1, and again it will move to 0 0 0, and the process will go on. So this is the state diagram of 3-bit up counter, showing how the output states moves. So here is our VHDL editor. So in this editor we have already edited the program. So the VHDL program is written in this software. Now what the next step we are going to do is, after editing the program, we have to find the error, and in this implementation mode error can be found by the check syntax. Once the syntax there is no error, then we will go for simulation as shown here, and in the simulation we will check for behavioral check status. So any mistake in the behavioral model, it will highlight, and if everything is right, then we will go for simulation. So once the simulation is done, this window will be open, and now here you can see the inputs and output and the waveforms. So when the reset is 1, the count is 0 0 0. When the reset is 0 and the clock is 1, so first clock is given, the count value will change to 0 0 1. Again when the clock is given, the count value will change to 0 1 0. As you go on giving the clock, you can see the count value is upgrading by 1. So update is always there. You can see next clock it is 1 0 0, in the next clock it is 1 0 1. and this is the last clock value 111, and again if you will give, it will come to 000. So this is how you can verify the working of the VHDL code, whether it is right or wrong. And this was all about this experiment. Thank you.